feeling after that most recent 30 bomb?
Feeling great. I mean, it's good to get a win, but I want to start things off and just give a quick shout out to Prolute. Byron was a professional on our team, and it sucks that we had to make a roster change and all that stuff, but it's just the nature of the business. So I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Byron. It was just the nature of the circumstances that we had to make a change. We're in 11th place. We got to shake something up. So just wanted to give some love to Byron, Prolute, and make sure everybody thinks that, you know, he did what he needed to do. It just sucks that he was the one to go.
And that was going to be my follow-up question. So, of course, Prolute is now gone. You have 2 Real in the starting lineup. What were you looking to change as a team, and what is 2 Real now? What is his role on the squad?
I think everybody on the team realizes how close we are. Even when we were losing all those hard points, we were like 3-15 at hard point at one point, but our average loss was like 30 points. So we're talking half a hill away in all of these hard points. And honestly, we just knew we were one piece away, or everyone's stepping up like 1% away from being able to contend with these top teams. And when we were looking for replacements and who we were going to get, a lot of people are surprised about the 2 Real pick. And I'll put it out there, he's 100% my pick. I played with him in Challengers last year. I think after playing with him in Challengers last year, I really understood the potential this guy has. And I think he didn't get a fair shake on Florida last year. So I wanted to make sure we get this guy another shot. He showed it today, maybe not in that map one. Everyone's like, oh, it's the same old 2 Real. And then we see in that control and we see in that last hard point, he can play. This boy can play. He's got the potential. He's got the intelligence. I'm telling you, watch out for Brendan.
This was GM Clay's move. Putting it in ink right now. All right, go ahead, Alex.
I'll take responsibility.
I mean, a consummate professional. I mean, incredible riff that you just went on. But Clay, I mean, you were shooting as well. I mean, still at this day and age, you're dropping 30 in that map 4. You're getting up and yelling. What has the energy been like for you guys since plugging 2 Real into the roster? And was this a success that you guys saw right away in scrims, or did this win even catch you guys by surprise?
I could lie here, but we've been getting kind of slammed, honestly. The vibes haven't been the greatest. Our scrims, like yesterday, I think we played Boston and didn't win a map. Beans is looking awesome. So honestly, this was a bit of a surprise to us. I'm glad that we were able to put it out on the table and really show a good performance today. But after the map 1, things were looking a little sketchy. Tej didn't see Sam in that 1v2, which the comps for that are hilarious, by the way. And it almost crumbled, but we got the tenacity, we have the composure, we put it all together, and honestly, I'm just happy that we came out with a dub.
Clay, I remember talking to you a couple weeks back, and you were saying how like I need to slow down a little bit, you know, play a little bit, you know, better on rotations and things like that. Well, it seems like you and Temp in the series both were like speeding up, making more plays. Is that due to the way 2 Real plays? He's sort of taken over that role on rotations and hardpoint, and especially in control, being a nuisance in their base. Like, does that help you guys and allow you to play faster? And do you think it led to more success?
Yeah, I think we're still finding our footing as a team. I mean, if you really look at us, we've had 3 days of practice. Like, we genuinely didn't get this team together for a while. Like, it took us a long time. So we've only had 3 days practice. We're still figuring out our flow. We're still figuring out our pacing. I don't think it necessarily is like, oh, Jesus. I don't think it's necessarily like he allows me to play faster or whatever. I'm just doing what needs to be done to win. And in situations where I'm in a disadvantageous situation, I just stop forcing it. And I think that was my biggest problem before. It's like, it wasn't that I was playing too fast. It's that, like, if I was the last one alive, I would just jump in and try and 4-piece them. But now I'm just kind of sitting there on a pre-aim, letting my teammates spawn, run past me, try and guarantee 1 kill. And so I don't necessarily think it's a faster or slower thing. I think it's more so I'm just playing at a pace where I feel comfortable now.
Let me ask one follow-up. I want to ask, so Temp's in the Atlanta FaZe facility. What's he doing there? Just for better internet, or what's going on?
Yeah, so shout out Atlanta FaZe. Let me give one there quickly. They're allowing Donnie Temp to play out of the Atlanta facility. It's crazy. He would ping like 20, and the FaZe guys in Atlanta are pinging 2. So really just having that extra ping advantage, and they have like probably the best internet in the league at that facility. So shouts out to those guys for being homies and allowing Don to go to the facility and play out of there for this stage.
I heard there's some recording studios in Atlanta as well. Don with a fresh track, maybe? All right, Clay, thank you so much. Before you go, though, final question. What did you say to the camera? Because I got it clipped here. I'm ready to post it on Twitter.
Yeah, I said, you guys are really awesome people. You're very talented at the video game, and I can't wait to play you again.
I like that call. All right, thank you, Clay. Best of luck in your next match against Toronto on Sunday.
Shout out to all my family and friends watching. Shout out Flakers. Let's go.
Yeah. I was just thinking about his first time in the CDL. It wasn't the best. Like, that Florida Mutineers roster in Vanguard had 3 ARs the entire time. He was the only SMG. Finally, he has an SMG to work with. TJ basically goes double neg, but he had to be baiting for 2 Real. That's what we're going to go with. TJ, doesn't matter what the stat line was. You were allowing 2 Real to go off.
Respawn secured for Vegas. and now a chance.
This Legion knew something that we didn't, but it wasn't so much the slaying that he was bringing during the search and destroy, during the control or the hard point. It was just the way he played his life. It's the way that he was moving on the map, and the gameplay that we saw from this player is apparently what Vegas Legion needed. They needed somebody to play their life. They needed somebody playing in spawns during the control. I mean, for Vegas to win a control and a hard point in a series, to me, if you had told me that at any point before this matchup, I would have called you crazy and said the only way they're winning is in Neslo, and that is not what we saw from the Vegas Legion today.
Vegas doesn't need 2 S&Ds anymore to win a series. They close this one out with some respawn victories. Too Real, let's talk about their new SMG player a little bit, though, Nameless. I mentioned he reminds me a little bit of Havoc, the way he's playing those nasty spots. He's shooting you in the back.
Yeah.
Who else does he play like in the league, and what does this do to change the team's tempo?
I mean, I think it's spot on. I think this guy we were talking about is like, he reminds me of him a little bit. The way that he was playing in hardpoint on rotations, playing his life is the most important thing for Vegas Legion. And why were they so atrocious at control? We talked about it time and time again. They needed an SMG to be able to play like that. Teach, naturally he likes to chow a little bit more. He's known for the ego chow. Too Real doesn't do that. Too Real plays his life. He plays corners. We saw it, bottom hotel and control on defense. How are they able to get away with 2 defensive wins? That is why. When they needed to check the corner, Too Real gets it done. So massive performance by that puck.
And we see Clayster ending with a 3-piece.
They should start off their Major 3 campaign with a lovely little 1-0 start.